Hey y'all, it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge. Now, I just picked up a Cape Chisel. I've got a couple more over there, but this one was beat up pretty good when I got it. But for $1, I can't really turn it down. So sometimes I run across these things, and this one had to be cleaned up. So I decided to show you how I cleaned it up, and if you want to see how I do that, cleaned it up, sharpened it, and I'll explain what it's for and why they are the way they are, I guess. But anyway, if you want to see what this Cape Chisel is all about, come on and watch it with us. Okay, here it is. You can see it's very badly mushroomed up here, and there's practically no point left on the chisel at all. So we're going to start over here on the wheel and do away with this mushrooming first. Okay, so that cleaned up the mushrooming, but you can see the scratches that are running, I suppose, perpendicular to the cutting tip. That's not good. We need to take those out. If we're going to have lines, they need to go up and down, be parallel with the, well, I'm not sure, in line, I suppose, with the tool, as opposed to perpendicular to the tool. So we'll clean that up on the sander. Okay, so we've got that cleaned up. The mushrooming's gone, all the lines are cleaned up. Now we're going to work on this tip. So I'm going to the part of my little ghetto sander here with the bar behind it and just work this down, get the tip smooth again right here, and then I'll just put the actual point in by hand. I've got some water over here so I can keep it cool so I won't lose the temper. Alright, let's get a nice sharp edge on it now. Just going to clean up with the wire wheel a little. Now, what a Cape Chisel is used for is cutting keyways and oil feed slots, things like that. And the main reason why these exist is I'm going to show you right up here next to it. This is a regular cold chisel. Okay, you can see the cutting edge is essentially the same size. But when you take it back a little bit and look at it, you can see that this Cape Chisel has a lot of beef behind it, whereas this cold chisel doesn't. This extra mass is needed because when you're cutting a keyway or engraving a groove into a machine for an oil path or for whatever you may be doing, you've really got to give it a good whack. You really need to use some heavy-duty hammers. And if you use really large hammers on something like this, you're not going to get anywhere. You're probably just going to injure yourself and break some tools. So that's what a Cape Chisel is and does. They come with different types of tips. I mean, and as I'm sure you'll discover as you deal more with metalworking tools and things like this, this is a factory-made tool right here. But just because it's a factory-made tool doesn't mean it wasn't modified by the end users. Guys put different types of grinds on them to meet the jobs. I mean, it's just like when you need a wrench to fit in a weird spot, and you heat it with a torch or throw it in the forge and bend it a certain way. Guys that work with metal modify their tools. They do it frequently. So you can't always count on that being the way it came out of the factory. And so, but anyway, like I said, picked it up for $1, which is great. There were some people at the National Flea Market. They were from the West Coast. It was a married couple. They were from the West Coast. They bounced around. They bought a school bus. They were fixing it up, and they were going to live in a school bus and travel around the country. And they had all these old tools, and they were selling them for $1, or everything was $2 or less. And I got several neat things from them. I got some really neat Stanley wood chisels. I'm in the middle of getting sharp, so I'll show you that when I get to that. But anyway, escape chisel. If you didn't know what one was, hopefully now you do. If you wondered how to clean one up, one of the things was I honestly don't recall if I mentioned it or not. Keep it cool. I just keep it cool by dipping it in water where I don't take the temper out of it. Now I'm a blacksmith, so if I do take the temper out of it, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I can put it back in there, but it's by eye. I'll have to do it with the colors, because I don't know exactly what type of steel it is, so there'll be a little guesswork in there. So the best thing to do is don't take the temper out. This is used on cold stuff only. Don't use this on hot steel, so it should never have to worry about its temper. But anyway, if you have any questions or comments or have any information about these chisels that I don't, please leave it below in the comments. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. And y'all behave yourselves.